Hey, welcome back to Project Me. I think it's day 53. I'm not entirely sure. I've just recovered from food poisoning and a migraine that hit me at the same time. So it's been a little bit since the last video, and that's okay. I'm back on my feet now. I was able to get to campus today, which is nice. Nice to taste the fresh air. As one might well imagine, though, sleep has been a real struggle. So I do feel quite tired. For the last maybe week, I've been struggling with waking up at about 2 or 3 in the morning in a cold sweat, and so then I've one, got to change my clothes, and two, got to sleep on a different part of the bed, which is a real pain. And also just waking up in a sweat, no fun at all. So I'm not too sure what to do about that. I don't think there's anything I really can do, but oh well. Anyways, I'm also getting back into the gym, which is good. After more than a week off, it's nice to be able to do some exercise again. Anything else? Oh, there's always plenty, but we won't go down that road. I'm just very busy now. Far too busy. Far busier than I'd like. But that's okay. That's okay. Anyways, I thought today we'd talk about something that we all do to a greater or lesser extent, and that is judging people. I thought that'd be a good topic of conversation because it's been something that's bothered me for a while, and I'm never quite sure what to do about it. And so I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk aloud and to think aloud about it. So first of all, judging people. Judging. The word there has quite a negative connotation, right? It's generally when someone passes judgment, we tend to think that it's a negative judgment. The truth is, it's not always true. I think we often tend to remember the negative more than we do the positive, which is one theory for that, perhaps. But also, when we judge people, when I judge people, I generally don't judge books by their cover, although I'm not going to lie, there are sometimes I do. But I make an effort to avoid it, and I make an effort to always give people I first meet the benefit of the doubt as well. I think that's just a good rule of thumb. But then after that, when someone does something that I don't like, or when they do something unplanned and kind, then I sort of filter that information away and file that information away, and I categorize them into this bad pile or a good pile. And from that point on, I sort of see people as black or white. They do something I dislike, like, for example, kiss someone at a party when I know they have a partner, bad pile, immediately. Or I see them giving money to someone on the street, good pile, right? And again, from that point onwards, I see them as either black or white. I completely ignore the fact that people can be black and white and grey, right? And I know that's not a good way to think about people, because you shouldn't think about them as black or white, but you should think about them as they are, right? When you look at a sunset, you don't just look at the sun or the sky or the clouds. You look at all of them together, right? Because together they make the sunset. That's what a sunset is. It's not just the sun. Although it technically might be, that's not really what it's all about. So I think the same applies with people. Someone does something bad. Okay, sure, they may be capable of bad, but aren't we all? Wait for them to do something good and let them surprise you. I don't know. It's I need to get from a mindset of looking at people in very absolutist terms to looking at people simply for existing. And I don't know how to get there, but it's something that, because the way I do it right now, where it's very absolute, it's very black or white, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. And I haven't liked it for more than a year, when I really started noticing it. But having said that, I don't know how to switch my mindset. So I imagine it's going to take a very concerted effort on my part to really look beyond when I see someone. A very conscious effort not to categorize them as I normally do. But I don't know how to do that. How do you fight against human instinct, human impulse? Well, not even you can fight against human instinct and impulse, but how do you do it in a way that's just so normalized? How do you fight against something that's just so normalized in your head? So it's going to take an enormous effort to do. And I don't know if I have the willpower for that, which makes it all the more difficult and more of a challenge, perhaps. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting. I wanted to think aloud about that. I have, and I've got no more thoughts to share. I thought I would have more. Oh, that's my light. Oh. Yeah, no idea. I feel like there is something that just eludes me though. I'm not sure quite what it is. Some solution. Because the goal, right? The goal is to be able to look at someone and not classify them as good or bad, but just recognize them as human, as imperfect, for being what they are, and then appreciating them for what they are. But how can you appreciate something which you may not entirely like? I suppose that's the question of life. We'll end it there. Something to think about. I have no answer. Maybe it's okay not to have an answer. But I certainly like one. I would certainly like one. Okay. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you are all having a fantastic week. Day, evening, night, breakfast, second breakfast, whatever it might be. In any case, I hope you're doing well. All the best to you. All the love. Cheers, guys.